is going on? What is going on? What is going on? This is your boy Agent TSwandol, and I'm bringing you a live division build video. Now, this is going to be a little bit different than most. This is a stream technically, but also in another sense, it's a build video. I didn't really feel like taking a whole bunch of time to sit there and edit down a video and whatnot. I figured global events only got a couple more days on it, and we need to get those global event credits farmed as quick as possible. So I'm going to do this one take, and it's going to be a build video. It's really going to help you out if you have a strikers build. It's going to be the strikers Tac-Link build. It's really easy to do. I'm sorry. It's really not hard. I went and crafted me some weapons a minute ago, and I literally crafted like 2 of each, and or just 2 of one of them, and got what I wanted on the second one, and then the other one I think I bought in one of the vendor resets last night. So yeah. So what we're going to do right now, most people are either doing clear sky. They're farming clear sky over and over. Not as many as normal. I got one friend over in there, but if you come over here to Lexington, wow, there's not that many people around. Normally, Lexington is just littered with little dots that say friend, 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 friend. Because Lexington Event Center on challenging gives you 750 global event credits, plus I think you get like 38 for killing Lori Barrett or something like that. Hudson Refugee Camp, as you can see, I got a few friends over here right now. Hudson Refugee Camp on challenging gives you the same amount, 750 global event credits for challenging. But you have 3 bosses at the end of it. And you can just tear through it really, really, really quick. What I'm going to do is, for the sake of time, I'm going to show you all the build here, and I'll probably run over to Lexington real quick just because of how easy I can jump on that real quick and show you just how strong this build can be. This is a solo build or a group build. It doesn't matter, however you want to play. I choose to do striker just because I found that in ambush, you know, the less you move around, the more damage you have. If you move around a lot, you're doing less damage. So by me using strikers, even when I move, I might not be doing as much damage, but I can build my stacks up, which is inevitably going to take them down. So without any further ado, let's jump right into what this build is. This is a 6-piece striker. It is the classified. My normal chest piece that I run with strikers is this one. It's I've got it fully optimized. It's a stamina roll, perfect armor. It's got health, skill haste, and ammo capacity. And normally I put 2 firearm skill haste mods on it. But for this build, I pulled out one that I had in my stash box. I rolled it to electronics. It already had health and enemy armor damage on it, so that was a big bonus. And all I had to do is roll it to electronics and put ammo capacity on it. And of course, I went ahead and just put the same firearm skill haste mods that I had on my regular chest piece onto this one. Now, you might be asking, well, why did you go from a stamina chest piece over to electronics chest piece? Well, I'm so glad you asked. This build is built around the Tac-Link. And in order to unlock dominant and commanding, I need to have 3,832 electronics, which I did not have with my normal striker build. I had 2,900. These talents are not unlocked, so that's no good. So, I gotta find that chest piece again. What did I do with it? There we go. So, I rolled 1 piece to electronics, and that's giving me what I need to unlock those. Now, I probably could have just put a couple electronics mods on there and had it, but I wanted to go ahead and do this. That way, I do have a little bit more electronics. My heal is a little bit better. My cooldowns are a little bit shorter than most. Plus, I didn't really feel like going through and finding electronics mods and all that crap, especially when I had another chest piece right here, and it had enemy armor damage on it, which in my opinion is definitely needed. Now, I have a whole bunch of damage to elite mods. I think I have them in my stash. Yeah, I do. They're in my stash. That I can put on here, but I found that it's really not needed in ambush. Now, maybe when we get back to the regular global, or when the global event goes away and we're back to the regular the game, then yeah, you might want to use damage to elite mods. But for this, it's not needed. One thing about the global event is it really does make the gameplay easier. just the modifiers they have is just, it makes it so much easier. But the rest of my build, I'm keeping my normal striker build. Everything else is still exactly the same as it was. I haven't changed anything on it. I've got two different pairs of gloves. I have a SMG one and an assault rifle one. I'm choosing to use my assault rifle damage one just because it is stronger in PvE than the SMG and because of the range. And but yeah, everything else I'm keeping the same. The only thing different is I put a different chest piece on, and I have it rolled to electronics. So the two weapons, this MP7, as a matter of fact, is it on here? Let me see if I have it on. So this MP7, I can't remember where I got this. I think I got this. I got this out of a field proficiency cache. That's what it was, because the global or the vendor reset. So if you go to the Wolves Den safe house this week, they have a police UMP 45. It's a submachine gun, and it already has dominant and determined on it. And then the free talent is ambusher, which you can roll away and put commanding on there. So you don't have to have an MP7. I just had this already, so I was like, man, I'll just put determined on the bottom slot and go with it. Then I went and crafted the lightweight M4 right here. It was crazy. I had the lightweight M4 blueprint. It was the second one I crafted, and it had commanding, dominant, and then focused in the free slot. It took me, I think, 2 or 3 rolls to get determined, but I couldn't believe I got that lucky. Which, you know, if you're trying to craft a gun and you're trying to get like competent deadly or things like that, you'll have to craft a million of them because it's going to give you all these useless talents. And I can't tell you how many guns I crafted in the past, and it gave me dominant and commanding, but I didn't want dominant commanding at that time. So, but anyway, so what makes this so strong is with dominant, commanding, and determined. So commanding is the first talent. Every kill performed while the signature skill is active extends its duration by 20%. So the Tac-Link lasts for 13 seconds. So every kill gives you 20% longer. So that means every time you kill somebody, you're getting 2.6 seconds longer. That doesn't seem like a lot, but when you're mowing people down in a second, that means that you're adding 2.6 seconds. If there's enough people there, you can literally mow down 25 people, NPCs, and keep that thing alive the whole time. It is awesome. And what really makes it even stronger is the Tac-Link has on my build, it has a 607-second cooldown. So we're looking at that's a long cooldown. 600, that's 10-minute cooldown on it, just regular. If I didn't have any kind of skill haste or anything like that, it would be a 10-minute cooldown. But the talents that I have on both these weapons are dominant is every kill performed while your signature skill is active reduces the cooldown of your other skills by 10%. Kill 10 people with dominant activated, well then I've got 100%. All my skills are back. My signature skill is back. But then I also have determined. Killing a target reduces all skill cooldowns by 7.5%. So when I pop commanding, every time I get a kill, not only am I extending my Tac-Link by 2.3 seconds, but I'm also getting a total of 17.5% cooldown on my signature skill and 17.5-second cooldown on all other skills, which is amazing. That's 6 kills, and I've got my Tac-Link back. 6 kills, and I've got my booster shot back. 6 kills, and I've got my immunizer back. So you can see the power of it, and the reason why I'm deciding to go with 2 weapons, because normally I would run, especially in the global event right now, I like to run this house that has vicious and hurried, and I'm critting all the time. I'm getting 1-second reloads. It's amazing. But when I decide to pop my Tac-Link, I want to have both these on. That way I don't have to waste any time reloading. I can literally just switch over to this weapon right here. I'll probably start with the MP7 and then switch over to the lightweight M4, or not. I might just keep it. I don't know which one I'm gonna do. I even thought about putting hurried down here at the bottom of the MP7. That way I can just get dominant and commanding, and it would still be really good. But for this build, I want to keep it. I want to keep it the same both ways. So, but anyway. I'm gonna go ahead and jump over to Lexington real quick and give it a go. Oh, and one last thing, I'm sorry. So because I'm wearing striker, the 2-piece gives me 20% stability. The 5-piece gives me an extra 10% stability, plus I get a total of 15% extra enemy armor damage, which means on my, which gun do I got? So on my MP7, I've got 38.5% crit chance, 75 crit damage. I've got 45% stability, and that extra stability is coming from, I actually modded this gun. It's all crit hit damage. Yeah, but you can put the angled grip on the MP7. It gives it more stability. Normally I wouldn't do that, but this gun is extremely hard to control whenever you pop a Tac-Link. It just wants to shoot all over the place. So I want to have as much stability as possible on that gun. I could probably do it on my lightweight M4 also, but I've got to a point where I feel pretty comfortable using this gun with the small grip on it, so I'm going to keep the small grip. Normally I'd also go with critical hit damage on the top sight, but being that this is PvE, I'm not too much worried about all that critical hit damage, and so I'd like to have a few crits in there, critical hits, and it makes it just a little bit more powerful of a weapon. So whenever I'm using my lightweight, it's giving me 26.5% critical hit chance, 80% critical hit damage. I've got 30% stability on it. What else? Don't really worry about that. 44.5% enemy armor damage. So this thing right here is going to absolutely shred NPCs when I go through them. So, one last time, this is my Striker Global Event Credit Farming Tac-Link build. I rolled one piece to electronics so I can unlock dominant and commanding. I have a lightweight M4 with commanding, dominant, and determined. Every kill that I get when my Tac-Link is active extends it by 2 points while my Tac-Link's active. Gives me a total of 17.5% cooldown on all my skills. 6 kills and I got my Tac-Link back. And I have it on both weapons. That way there's no need to have to worry about reloading all the time. I can just switch the weapon and continue getting kills. This is extremely powerful. The reason why I decided to go Striker Tac-Link and not like Tactician Tac-Link is because I like to move around. And this global event, you get more damage by staying static, by staying still, staying in cover. So by keeping a Striker build where I can build stacks up while moving around, might not be doing as much damage, but those stacks will allow me to kill them. I've gone over it already, so I'm not going to go over it no more. One last thing, I'm going to show you my talents here. I do critical save, strike back, on the move, and then I'm also deciding to use steady hands where enter any cover to reduce recoil by 25% for 10 seconds. So that gives me another 25% stability on top of all that other stability I already have. So let's do a quick Lexington Event Center run. If you're interested in how to acquire the third mask right here, the haze mask, I did it last night in an hour and a half. It's very easy. All it takes is a couple group members. You have to do it on strategic. You select Dragon's Nest on challenging mode. Go through, kill the 4 horsemen. That is the hardest part of the mission, is that 4 horsemen part. Once you kill them and y'all go into the room where the big tank shoots the fire at you, you want to push the 2 buttons to allow you to go down into that room. As soon as you drop down, do not go push the first 2 buttons. When you first drop down in the room, you immediately go straight to cover and just start killing the waves. As long as you don't push those 2 buttons, the waves will continuously, endlessly spawn on you. They're purple enemies, they're very easy to kill, and it takes about an hour and a half. We did it with 4 people, and between 4 of us, it took us right around an hour and a half of farming in that room. Once we got down to where we were about 20 kills away from having it, we went ahead and started completing the mission. I actually completed the mission with 3 NPCs left, and I got my mask. I started it with 0 kills, though, and everybody else had, I think, like 15 or something to begin with. So it was really easy. If you need a hand with it, don't hesitate to hit me up on PS4. My PSN handle is TSwandol. But anyway, let's go ahead and get this thing rocking and rolling.
This is about taking the Rikers out at the knees. There's no one who can replace Lorraine Barrett. She's the one who organized the escape to Manhattan.
Get them out before blowing the lid off. Might be great.
Alright, get them out first, but don't jeopardize the mission. We're going in on your heels. The shield's outbreak ends here.
So as you can see, I'm already halfway done with my Tac-Link, the cooldown on it. And that was just with a couple NPCs right there. But the nice thing is I have determined on both of these weapons, and so it's not going to take me any time to get my Tac-Link back. Yeah. It's easier when you got a group with you. I used to run this with my D3 build, and it is amazing on that build right there. When you got a group of those things, piece of cake. You have a team with you, plenty of boxes down. Should have put it on my box right here, but I didn't. That's the fun thing about doing live videos, is that you don't get no second takes. What's up, Mr. Trooper? Doing alright? I just figured I'd jump in and do a quick little live build video. This works really well when you got a group. I just didn't feel like going through all that crap right then and there. Figured I'd just throw this together real quick. But yeah, it's the Striker's Tactic. God, I didn't see. I do this all the time. I didn't get the I didn't get the hostage. Good stuff. Good stuff. I'm gonna start farming Hudson here soon. Hudson is the one you really want to start farming now. You can get through most of it without you don't have to kill every NPC on it. A ton of exotics from buying the cheaper caches. It's insane. Yes, there's like a 40 something % drop rate on it. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, it's the real deal. Did you you got a house from it yet? Don't give up. You're gonna get it. I know you will.
You are now entering a safe area.
Agent, the hostage is being held on the roof. You need to clear it out.
Warning. You are now leaving the safe area.
This build right here used to be my favorite build whenever I would farm this. I think during the first global event, but then I had my tactician. I had just a regular tactician build, and I used to run the lightweight M4, and it had these talents on it: commanding, dominant, and determined. And if I did the level solo, I could pop a Tac-Link like 4 or 5 times during it. Like I've already popped it 3 times on this one, and I'll get it back here in a minute. But yeah. This is so powerful, man. And when you got a group, dude, y'all can just tear through this stuff. It's not even funny, man. Kill her. Have you gone for the mask yet? Yes, dude, it's amazing. I got commanding, dominant, and determined on my lightweight, and the same thing on MP7. That way, whenever I switch weapons, it still continues to give me those talents. Doing this solo works a lot better with the shield build, just because, you know, if you can still get killed on this one, but when you're with a group, you're not going to die. If you got more than one person, if it's you and multiple people, you will not die on this. You're just not going to. I'll pop it here as soon as they come out and show you. Just gotta put this down.
Negative, Ramos. We've got this. Find a secure position and hunker down.
That's an order, Sergeant.
Warning. Incoming hostage.
Lau here. I just heard about Ramos.
And I've already got it 50% cooldown already, just that quick. Half of it's already cooled down. If there's more people, and you see it's still active. Super fast, super
Agent,
fast.
you're gonna want to unlock the maintenance access. The building's a security control room down in the basement.
If you want to farm for as many credits as you can, this is the build to use, and go do any of those Hudson. Hell, you could probably do Clear Sky. If you got the right group with you, can easily do Clear Sky. Like, I'm talking very easily with this build. Very, very, very easily. Yes, it's not even funny.
Indicate this area is safe.
And you get the damage boost on this. Plus, I'm wearing strikers. But even when the global event's over, what perk does? Let's see, my talents. You mean perks? No, it's nothing with the perks. I just use the talents of critical save, strike back, steady hands. I want the steady hands because of whenever I get that Tac-Link, it's so hard to control. Even my MP7, and you can put the angled grip on with stability. That's why I'm able to get headshots with the MP7 while a Tac-Link's going. I don't really care about that extra critical hit damage there. I just want to melt them. And then same thing on this one. That's the commanding. Every kill performed while the signature skill is active extends it by 20%. So every time I kill somebody with my Tac-Link, it keeps the Tac-Link going for another 2.3 seconds. Then dominant is every time I kill somebody with the Tac-Link, it reduces the cooldown of all my skills by 10%, including the Tac-Link. Sorry, I meant on the guns. The guns? Oh, it's just it's the talents on the guns. Dominant, commanding, and determined. Yes, okay, so that's these two. Dominant and then determined. Determined is amazing. Killing a target reduces all skill cooldowns by 7.5%. I like to have that on any gun where I'm trying to get any kind of PvE content I have determined on. But Dominant is every kill performed while your signature skill is active reduces the cooldown of all other skills by 10%. So when I pop that Tac-Link, every kill I get Dominant and Determined on it. So I'm actually getting 17.5% cooldown for every kill. So if you do the math, that's roughly what, 6 or 7 kills, and I'd have it back. So it's not too bad. Like, watch, I'll get it back real quick here too. I just popped it at the last thing, and I'm about to have it back. Probably 1 or 2 more kills, and I'll have it. Yep, I'll kill him and I'll get it back. Look, I just got it back.
Additional hostiles inbound. Warning. Incoming hostiles.
Look, it's already almost back again. I'll have it back by the time I get the first 1 or 2 kills. And I can pop another Tac-Link. So just that quick, Tac-Links back to back to back to back to back.
So far, so good. My strike squads are moving in. They'll breach the main hall on your signal.
Yes. It's that Tac-Link build, my man. It is that strong. Look at it. Get it back. Damn it. Yeah, I didn't get good positioning on that one. I'll have it back again in just a second.
I'm impressed, Agent. Tricky assignment. You did what had to be done.
Yeah, you broke their spine, kid. With the lead
Yeah.
ahead, the rest are gonna scatter.
I don't think we're quite done with them yet.
So it's not too
But
bad.
At least now
Not too
we can
bad.
get these
It's
JCs
better in a
back
group,
on the
because
ground.
then
Oh, yeah.
when I'm sitting there Tac-Link by myself, I can get killed pretty easily. With the shield build, it's awesome, man. I'm telling you, if you run the D3 set, it is just amazing. The only reason why I didn't do the D3 set, I actually have the D3 set right here. I could have equipped it and just ran through and popped Tac-Links like nothing. But yeah, I wanted to do it on this because more than likely when you're running in a group, you're not going to be running the D3. You're going to be running Striker, Nomad, or something. It works with anything. I just prefer, for this global event, I prefer the Striker build. So, but anyway, that's my quick little Striker's Tac-Link video. I know it's not very quick, 30 minutes, but I just wanted to show this is a build you can do very easily. You can do it solo. You just gotta be a little more careful. But if you're in a group, it doesn't matter if you randomly matchmake. If you're running this build and you randomly matchmake any group you do, those guys are gonna love you because you're just gonna be shredding everything. They get the benefit because they'll be getting a pop link. You'll be popping your tac. Just about every wave or every other wave that you come across, you'll be popping a Tac-Link. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off from this video right now. And I will be on shortly again. I'm gonna be doing some more farming, of course. It's farming time, man. I'm still running a couple pieces short of having everything, but I'm sure I'll have it. I'm trying a different method right now, where instead of opening all my caches right off the bat, I'm saving some up. As you can see, I got some right here. I got those, and I got all this in right at like an hour this morning. I did it live on stream too, so. And then I've been getting a lot of bonus items out of these field proficiencies. I've got a classified Nomad knee pads, classified Nomad chest piece, and what else? I got something else that was really good too, so. Yeah. But anyway, this is my Striker Tac-Link. You just gotta make sure you have a little bit of electronics. This is my normal Striker's chest piece. If I have that on, I don't have the talents, so I had another one in my stash, and it had health and enemy armor damage. It was rolled to stamina and kill XP. All I did was put electronics roll on it and ammo capacity through the same firearm skill haste mods that I had on my other one. I crafted this lightweight M4. It was the second one that I crafted. It came with commanding dominant. It had focus. I had to roll determined on it. And then I actually got this MP7, I think, out of a field proficiency cache or something last night, and it had dominant commanding on it, and all I had to do was put determined on it. So as you can see, with these two weapons, it only takes a minute to get your Tac-Link back just that quick, super fast. And in fact, you know what? I'll do one more thing real quick. I'll show you one more. I'm gonna go out here and start the mission again, but I want to do it that build. That's not it. There we go. Hey Bauer, what's up, my man? Thank you so much. Running a Striker's Tac-Link. Now I'm gonna do a D3 Tac-Link. It's a nasty build. Alright, let's do this thing again real quick. I'll show you how you do this real quick, and then I'm going to go ahead and sign off this video. I got a few more things I'm working on, and then I'll be jumping back on here in a little bit. We're going to do some more farming. If anybody needs help getting the haze mask, let me know. I got mine last night really quick. It is very easy to do. So let's do this real quick.
There's no one who can replace Lorraine Barrett. She's the one who organized the escape to Manhattan.
They're over 3 of my people. If you can get them out of the split up, I'd be great.
Get them out first, but don't jeopardize them. We're going in on your heels. The jailbreak ends here.
Aw, man, I hate when high like that. One of the reasons I don't like using the D3 build during this ambush, though, is because of the fact that you do less damage when you're moving. That's why I think Striker is actually really, really important and really powerful, because with Striker, even though I'm moving and doing less damage, those stacks are causing me to just do a ton of damage. Ton of damage. Get rid of that stupid shield. Right on. Alright, well, I hope this video has been helpful. It's not the best video that I've put out, but it's just a quick live video. It's definitely something that helped me get a lot of caches really, really fast. You pop in Tac-Link 4 or 5 times in one mission, you're definitely tearing through that mission a lot quicker. So I'm about to start doing my Hudson run. One of the guys that's in my normal running crew, Wise Assassin, told me he went and did it solo on challenging a little while ago, and did it solo in just under 7 minutes, and it's 750 global event credits for doing it on challenging, plus 3 boss kills, so you're looking at probably close to 900 per run. And if you can do it in 7 minutes, you do the math, you can probably get that'd be, let's just say you did it, let's just say 7 times, 8 times in an hour. 8 times 900, 7,200 credits per hour. That's going to put you in the top tier, tier 3 to get the thing. I'm in tier 2 right now, and I think the difference between me being in tier 2 and tier 3 is only about 3 or 400 extra global event credits per hour. So everything works out. Jump into that tier tonight. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I appreciate you tuning in, checking it out. I hope this build helps you. Anyone else, hit me up on PSN, TSwandol. And yeah, let's get this thing done. Let's get all these new classified sets. Have a blast. Once I get all my sets, I will be doing live build videos on each one of them. And it's not going to be just build video like this one. I'll show y'all how I do my builds. I'm not gonna touch any of the gear until I get it, and once I get it all, then I'm gonna do a video for a live stream for each set, and I'll show you how I determine what rolls I want to put on which gear, and then I do trial and error. That's why I don't like to just get the sets and then call it quits. I want to get as many of each set as I can. That way I can weed through the good, weed through the bad, and get what I want. And I also like to do a meta build and an off meta build. So anyway, hit me up if y'all need anything. If not, I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good one. Get them credits. Farm, farm, farm. Talk to y'all in a little bit. Peace.